Okay, and welcome back for the 11:45 game. We're actually on time today.
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah. Leamington Spartans 2 against Derby Phantoms 2. So both teams that have come up from League One from last season. So they played each other quite a few times last year in League One. So scores from last year is they had 2 draws, and then Phantoms beat Spartans at the last league meet in League One. So
we're going for a quick start. It pays off.
Lovely shot there from Nat K.
Getting that nice early hit in.
Yeah. So they're fairly similar in the league at the moment. So Spartans in 9th and Derby in 8th. So Phantoms just taking 1 win last meet against Bedford Rangers. So they're currently looking the better of the League One teams, but we'll see. They know each other quite well from last season.
Yeah. Anything can happen in these games, realistically.
Yeah.
Nothing there.
Yeah, so going fairly low pace from both teams at the moment. Very one ball heavy. Yeah.
Sort of feeling each other out, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah, looking for weaknesses, seeing if there's any players that just happen to be having an off day on dodging, so you can just hit them easily at the start. I mean, to be honest, for Phantoms, I mean, if they want to go down that route, they can just play this really slow, boring game and essentially get one player up at the start and then just say, oh, but nice.
But they can't anymore.
Yeah. Hit there on Selby, so 5-5.
Unlucky to not block it, really. Just one of those two high, one of them on target.
Yeah. That was very odd.
Probably distracted by the high ball.
Yeah. I see. Yeah, she's looking up in the outbox.
Yeah, that puts Spartans in the lead.
Yeah. Oh, and a lovely hit there from Eloise.
This is going to be a very counter-heavy game. It comes down to who can pull them off better. Because they both seem to be very intent on doing set plays.
Oh, but lovely catch there.
Unlucky for Eloise, but a great catch.
Yeah. So yeah, back to a draw currently, 4-4. It's a very back and forth game. We like to see that. Oh, and a lovely hit there from Salvi.
Nice low ankle hit right
Yeah. Yeah, the accuracy on these counters really good.
Quite a conservative game in terms of throws. They're just throwing singles and playing it nice and slow, but
it's really it's the second phase and third phase really here. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Selby trying to push for that counter but not getting any support on it.
Yeah, I think they wanted to hold for the 4, but then they didn't actually retrieve the 4th ball.
I think also when you're a player up, you don't need to go for that counter. You can slow it down.
Yeah, and there we go. So that's time as well. Yeah, because there's always the risk that if you do go a counter and you counter by yourself, that one, you either get caught, you miss it, and then you get countered.
Yeah.
So it's easier to just not have the risk.
Especially early in the game, the worst thing you can do is give people catches early in games.
Yes.
Because they get their eye in, they get cocky, and then they just start catching everything.
Yes.
Yeah, now Derby coming up with 3.
Yeah.
Selby spikes in the middle.
Oh, and a nice post throw back, but she does dodge out of the way. Oh, and then nice pressure to try and get this 4th. Oh, and almost almost ricochets back off court. It's got 4 balls.
Always goes for unlucky. A little bit late from Selby, but not really her fault.
Yeah, luckily. Oh.
Oh, maybe they will call it.
Yeah, interesting. I was going to say, luckily she didn't hit, so therefore, because if you hit a player that's got their hands up already clearly out, then you do generally get called out.
Yeah.
But if she's kind of just thrown it just to the side, you would say that she's actually a counter for the fact that the player's out, but she was already in the throwing motion. But I guess maybe if she wasn't in the throwing motion, would they maybe call an invalid attempt?
Yeah. It's an awkward one. Like, I don't really understand why they're pausing the game for it, because it's not really a huge deal.
No.
It's one player out, and maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but it should be just on if you can't make that decision in that moment, it's not a big enough gap for you to call it, really.
Yeah. So we've just reset and nothing has
Selby's
happened.
in, so fine, yeah.
So we continue.
It's always a rough thing to go out for, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Derby one up on players.
Yeah,
Great
so
block.
another single
Will they
ball.
actually get anything from the counter?
Yeah, cross-court counter, but Natke managed to block that.
Single ball counter from distance as well. Like, it's hopeful.
Another single.
Great
but lovely,
covering. Just the exact right thing to do.
Yeah. That's the thing, is you get somebody steamy up court for that counter. As soon as they've got that ball in the throwing position, they're not going to be able to block, and you can kind of just get them out.
Also, people just do not expect you to just stand your ground and
Yes.
stop, because they're so expecting you to try and protect yourself.
Yes. And if you don't, in like at training sessions, you don't have anybody at your club that does that.
Yeah.
Like, it's really hard to like train it for it. So if you know nobody on your team does it, then trying to get people to do it so you can train against it, very difficult. So
Not really getting anything like that.
yeah,
Hesitant on the running counters. If Spartans just sent it a little bit more, they'd probably do a lot better.
But lovely block there from Selby, and then the double, but lovely
It's the
dodge.
right move.
Yeah.
Just unlucky to not make the hit.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a good dodge to stack down, put the ball in front of yourself.
So yeah, 3 balls for Spartans. They are play down.
Great catch.
Yeah, for me, the 2 fakers it was too obvious where the ball was coming from. Like, you needed more like emphasis on those fakes so that you can't read it. And another hit out there. So Spartans have got 4, but only 2 players, and they are 4 players down, and there's about 40 seconds left.
Big ask.
Yeah.
Not managed to put anything off there.
Yeah, and a little bit timing, just a bit odd there.
Especially when you're playing against a Phantoms team, where you know Phantoms want to play it slow.
Yeah.
Phantoms are probably going to burn this ball, realistically, because it's what they do.
Yeah.
And that's fine, but it means when you do have more balls, you need to be making those hits. You need to be forcing them to do silly things.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, you see, Selby really wants to go and release that ball, but she doesn't need it. There's 5 seconds left on the clock now, so they'll go up and fake most likely. There we go.
Yeah. Well, even in that scenario, you just take the hit, because as long as you just slap it into the ground and it doesn't hit anyone else, you're kind of fine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good game management here. Like, you can see, like, the whole team, like, Selby's running up, but you've got everybody being like, no, we need you to hold that.
Yeah.
Because it's like sometimes if you get, like, people will scream up like that and you don't want them to do anything, but if you don't communicate that to them, they don't know to do that, and then you're like, oh, well, I probably should have told you to hold, but a bit late now.
Yeah. It's good technical dodgeball, it's just not good to watch dodgeball.
No. Oh, lovely pre-throw, very delayed, but lovely there from Spartans.
Not something they've been doing the entire game as well, so kind of taking them by surprise a little bit.
So they come in with 4. Oh, and then,
catching out.
Yeah, it's catching out, which is good, but if the timing had been better on those 2 throws, potentially that wouldn't have been a catch.
Yeah, but it's always getting called catching out.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Sam Mason loves to call a hit first.
He does love a mother's meeting.
Yeah.
No real counter threat at all.
Yeah, there's not even it's one of those things, if you're not going to counter, at least pretend you are so that there's a threat, because otherwise, if they know you're just going to sit at the back, a single and very catchable that.
Yeah.
The height was just a bit wrong.
Great block there.
Yeah, lovely dodge. And then she's very quick up court, but there's just no release.
No, they're just very hesitant.
Well, they do have 5.
Sorry?
They do have 5 balls now, so maybe. Oh, but no hits. Lovely dodging.
Great dodging. Really tucking into that corner.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, to be fair, I thought she blocked it, but must have just caught her.
Yeah.
Lovely, lovely, good call from the ref.
Derby just seemed to be getting the lead and then just holding it.
Yeah.
And not like flicking. It's like little bits of damage to Spartans over time.
Yeah.
Not really big individual plays, just tactical dodgeball, really.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and then you've got a little bit there, like, obviously, Nat's jumping, and really, that second ball should have been a hit, but it bounced just in front of her, so that's just like, oh. And then an attempt at the catch. He wasn't, he was a little bit in the right area, but yeah, just can't quite get
it's
hold
just
of it.
the whole thing of like a different day. The plays Spartans are going for pay off.
Yeah.
And this is a completely different game.
Oh, yeah.
It's just unlucky, and then Derby just being methodical.
Yes. Well, that's the thing is, yeah, like, a lot of the time you rely on basically the other team making a mistake.
Yeah.
And if they're not, you've essentially got to try and find a new gameplay.
Then you get people going for panic catches.
Yes. Oh, yes. So yeah, that's another set on the board now for Derby Phantoms. So that's 6-0. Now, timeout been called for Spartans? I would assume so.
They probably should.
Yeah, but no, I think Neely just taking advantage of the fact that the refs are putting
There's 30 seconds
extra
between
length.
sets.
Yeah, it's 30 seconds for reset, and they were putting an extra length on the side of the court to indicate where the ball retrieval line is. So, but yeah, 6-0. Now, obviously, yeah, so we've got a change. So we've got Kath Ward now on for Spartans 2. So obviously was a Sheriff's player last season, but moved to Spartans this season. So yeah, hopefully maybe fresh player on court gives you a bit of like...
Fresh winger as well.
Yes.
You just kind of hope to see a little bit more aggression from their wings, really.
Yes. And obviously... Oh, and a...
Great catch. Is it
So
catch
two
or?
catches, but yeah, so Eloise made a catch but was caught by Selby.
Okay.
So it's whether Selby made that catch before Eloise made hers.
God.
Which these are the ones that are really difficult to call because like as a centre ref, you're usually looking in one direction, so you don't see that.
It's the ones where you just see it called simultaneous every time. Because it's just, no one complains about that. It's fair, it's even, whatever.
So I think both catches count, but because Selby then made the catch afterwards, the person that got caught by Eloise is back in anyway. Oh, and another, Yeah, I think Spartans really need to work on their targeting. They're throwing a lot of like chest balls, and they're just so easy to take.
It's an awkward one.
Yeah.
Like it's because it could just be the day. Like.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes your arm's just not there.
Yeah. They got 4 balls now.
They got 4, yeah. Oh, and a lovely hit there from Ward, and then pressure. Oh, lovely. Oh, that was, you know what, that was absolutely excellent. Like, absolute cover there on Kath Ward because she was dead to rights there, and then puts off the counter. They both get back enough that nobody gets hit. Yeah, but yeah, you can see they've identified the threat, and then it's an aces there on Ward. So yeah, so only one player down for Spartans.
It's the thing with Phantoms that now, though, they are literally just going to shut down anything good that Spartans do is going to be Phantoms trying to clamp down on it immediately.
So yeah, that same player from Phantom, apologies, I don't know your name, and you've got Simon Tapping's top on. She's taken 4 or 5 catches now. At that point, like, you need to stop throwing at her because she's taking them all. So find a new target.
It's not even stop throwing at her, it's wait until she comes front of court and then hit her with a free or something.
Yeah.
Do something where you know she's probably gonna fish at this point.
Yeah.
So try and take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Great block.
Nice. Almost accidental, I'd say there. Just happened to have a ball in the right place. But you know, take that. We're about halfway. I'm not going to say my timing's brilliant due to the fact that we have a stoppage. So there's time enough to do something, but I think at this point, like, Spartans are going to take a catch.
Yeah.
And thing is, Derby aren't going to make it easy.
No.
Oh, but a nice hit there. Oh.
Unlucky.
Yeah, she just read the wrong one there.
Yeah.
She read the high one and then just got hit by the low.
Again, though, this is just Phantoms shutting anything down.
Yeah, and you can see like the coaches are being like, no, stay at the back of court. Yeah, and then again,
And she's throwing at the same
same
player
player
again.
yeah. So the one we were saying earlier, she's taking so many catches.
Phantom's playing phenomenal,
Yeah,
but just playing such like slow, calculated
Yeah.
dodgeball that's making Spartans panic and
Yeah.
go for things that aren't there,
yeah.
and it's just making that panic worse. And
Yes.
spiral.
I mean, there was that moment, they had a really good moment with Spartans in that last set where they had the throws up court and stuff, but I think as soon as they get down by like 2 players, I don't think they've got the means to get back at the moment. So they need to get up themselves. Nice dodging. Oh yeah, there you go. So then, yeah, nice post throw there from Kath Ward, taking out
Made a
Selby.
real impact since
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
come on.
yeah. Well, it's one of those things like like she's the only player. Actually, no, that's a lie. So you've got Kath Ward and Selby that have got Super League experience. It's probably because Selby did play in Derby Phantoms 1s a few times last season. Nice. Oh yeah. So yeah, you can see some fishing.
Yeah. Which is
looking
understandable,
there.
given
Yeah,
the amount of catches she's been
yeah,
making.
yeah. But that's the risk, is that you get a bit overconfident. Ooh. So I think Phantom's targeting Ward a lot now because obviously she's got quite a few people out. Oh, is that
Great dodge.
dodge? Oh, anti?
Yeah.
I must have been a minute set. I don't remember the ref saying anything about it being a minute set, but apparently it
knows?
was. So yeah, so that is half time, and that was
9-8, 9-1.
there you go, draw at the end of there. So Spartans have got 1 point on the board so far. So yeah, so
Still doable.
Yeah.
They're just going to need to come back a lot harder this second half. And
Yeah.
a lot more aggressive, really.
yeah, the one of those things, like obviously Kath Ward's come on and she's made a difference
Yeah.
to this team, but I think the issue is that she needs the rest of the team to come with her,
Yeah.
because you can't one-man army it.
No.
So she can put the aggression in there, but she needs that to be matched by the other players on the team.
Especially, I'm sure you'll see Phantoms just holding across from Kath Ward
Oh
the entire
yes,
time.
yeah. So
It's just going to be, as soon as Kath releases, she's going to get aimed at.
Yeah.
And they're probably going to try and take her out.
Yeah.
Because it's just the smart thing to do. You've got
Well,
one wing threat.
yeah, exactly. So that's the issue now, is that the rest of them need to step up, and because the thing is, the Spartans can't just let Derby hit Kath.
No.
That's the thing, is that they need the aggression for the other wing to put them off. So yeah, so definitely want to see more aggression, and then from Derby, just keep doing what they're doing, because
Yeah.
it's working really well for them.
Yeah. Just clean, methodical dodgeball.
Yeah,
Like,
they're taking loads of catches. They're really being good when they're up, like throwing balls nice and validly, but not catchable,
Yeah.
and not necessarily like trying to hit. And then they're just working. They're doing really well up court. I think like the few times it's worked out well for Spartans is when they've made the hits up court.
yeah.
So I think if they can try and do a little bit more of this, that's really going to put the threat of Derby's counters. Because to be honest, like most of the success Derby have got has been on that second phase.
Yeah.
So if they can punish that and kind of put Derby off, that might work out well for them.
They just have such issues with being caught as well on single throws.
Yes.
That if you can try and get into the, like doing more counters and try to get people out like that rather than doing single ball
Yeah.
throws, that's going to help them as well.
Yeah. So yeah, again, if they can try and put like better fakes in, or the other thing is like, do you have to move to a 2-ball throw,
Yeah.
and then
You're going to get thrown out more, but Derby also don't seem to want to do that as much.
yeah.
Derby kind of want to counter you, so giving them more balls is probably going to help you
Yeah,
in the long run.
I think as long as you make the hit on the 2 balls, then it's fine if they come back and counter you because you've made the hit in the first place. But I think
Yeah.
you've got to make sure you're making that hit.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see what the second half brings. But yeah, 9-1 currently to Derby. So yeah, so
The
It's-
score on the Spartans v Storm game is Spartans 8-2 up, I believe.
wow. Are they Storm 2?
Storm 2, sorry.
Yes.
They wear the same kit for some reason.
Yeah. That would, that whether you could do that, could you make the first and the second team wear a different kit? I don't think we've got the we've not got the money at Dodgeball for it. I don't. There are. I swear there's some. Because like Spartans have 2 different kits.
Yeah, Spartans used to do black and red.
Yeah.
But now they have this new kit, so they're not going to do that anymore.
No.
Wessex have a black and a gold kit.
Yeah, so that's a few teams have like home and away kits, but not a lot of them.
It's just a lot of money, isn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah. And I'm pretty sure most dodgeballers spend like the majority of their money on dodgeball.
Yeah.
So. Right, I'm gonna actually set a timer for this so we can actually know how long is left of half time.
Not just guess.
Yeah.
That's probably a minute set, that one.
Oh. We're really high tech here, so.
Will Derby go for the quick start that they always go for? Oh, they didn't.
Oh.
Wild.
There was a few steps forward, but yeah, it didn't actually go forwards for that. So yeah, so 3 balls, yep.
Single low.
Oh.
A lot more aggressive from Spartans though.
Very aggressive, but have now given 4 balls away and got no hits.
Yeah, but the aggression's still good.
Yeah.
It's what they need at this point. If you go lose by doing stuff that doesn't work out, it's better than by not doing anything and just losing the same.
So yeah, there was a pre-throw from Ward there. Didn't hit anyone, and then Eloise taken out by Derby. So yeah, single ball again from Spartans. It's on target, but Derby are just very good at dodging.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely! And 4 balls. That's unfortunate for Phantoms.
Yeah.
But I think to be honest, Spartans deserve a little bit of luck now.
Yeah. For the good of the game.
Oh, and a lovely cross-court single there. Well, I assume there was 2 balls released because they had 4, and they now have 2. So I don't see. I didn't see where the second ball was. Oh yeah. So
everything coming up Spartans at the moment.
Is there something about this end of court?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows? Sun's not in their eyes, I guess.
Yeah. But yeah, lovely catch there again. Oh, and a lovely aces.
That little bit more aggression they're showing now seems to be really paying off from. Phantoms just don't seem to expect it.
Yes. Yeah, I think it's almost confusing because they've been up in every single set so far.
Yeah. Like Spartans have been so flat-footed.
Oh, lovely there.
She goes to dodge the first and doesn't expect the second delay.
Yeah, well that's exactly what they like. Oh.
Lucky.
Yeah, Eloise just going for that catch there.
Worth it in that scenario.
Yeah. I mean, they've got a lot of players to spare, but you don't want to. Oh, what? Oh. Okay, interesting.
They're just not calling it. Cool.
Yeah. So I think potentially a ball retriever error there, but not called. Maybe it came off the back wall or something.
Who knows?
So. Yeah,
Good
and then 3-ball attack. Much better there from Spartans.
It's a different Spartans team.
Yes. Yeah. So if they could just have this energy for the rest of this half, this is a completely different game.
It's going to come down to if Derby can switch on or not.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing is, we know from the first team, like Derby Phantoms 1s tend to be quite adaptable.
Yeah.
So do the seconds have that same adaptability? Can they make a change now in their tactics? So yeah, 2 balls to Spartans. Derby electing to just reset. One of the players holding their
Derby
hand.
will be trying to slow the game down now.
Yeah. Single ball, but dodged. Oh!
Very high.
But...
She did jump for it.
Yeah,
so.
she did. So yeah, another single ball, but...
Safe ball there.
Wasn't even near a player there.
No, it's just kind of safe.
Yeah.
I guess if you're Derby, again, you can just play for time.
Yes.
Safe again. Good hit.
Oh, no, block. Oh, that side.
Yeah,
you're watching the right wing, I'm watching the left wing. There we go. So yeah, 1 player up for Spartans. They've got 1 ball though. So what are Derby going to do with the 4? Yeah, all 4. Oh, shame nobody ran up for that ball. Could have had 5.
Yeah. Understandable.
Look, I'm sitting here not playing. And I'm like, you know, I would definitely do that.
Yeah.
But I definitely wouldn't.
I would see everything, I swear.
That's why I'm the perfect dodgeball player. Do not watch any footage of me from last season and prove me wrong.
Good dodging there.
Yeah.
Just gets your body out the way.
Yeah. So yeah, we're even now. But yeah, good. There we go. Good to see another winger putting some pressure on the court. Oh, and lovely dodge there. Oh, but unfortunate. Yeah. He was just a little bit too late on that post.
Yeah.
Though. It's good to see them going for it, but you've got to get that off sooner.
You've got to be way more aggressive.
Yeah.
Does mean Derby can now just sit back and take this set.
Yeah,
nice and
yeah,
slow.
exactly. So they've got the one player up there. Oh!
Just wasn't looking.
Yeah. Because she can take those catches.
Yeah.
But yeah, just not
used to the cross court.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Great
lovely catch. And then a trade. So, and catching out. So still 2 players down.
Good hit.
Lovely hit there.
Nice little delay. Just one player in it.
Yeah. I don't think there's long on the clock. Typically, I forgot to do my 3-minute timer for this, so I know how long's left in the half.
But this is definitely a set where if Derby win this, that's surely the game.
Yeah. And you can see the Phantoms coaches telling them go slow, steady. We're going to see pre-throw catch.
Oh, this will be unlucky.
That was the ball to go for.
Possibly the moment, yeah. There cannot be long left now.
No, that was it. That was the moment. Oh man, she blocked it and she could have caught that. I mean, maybe she's not a very confident catcher.
It's also always easier to say that when you're watching it. Like, just being like, that was easy catch. Yeah, I could have done that.
Yeah. It's just a shame because that would have been such a good end to that set. Because it was so much better was that set. It was just.
Spartan's been so much better this second half.
So yeah, 11-3 now. There's 8 minutes 45 left. So we've got 3 sets, really, if it goes to time. So even if Spartans win all of those, there'll still be a game behind. Yeah. So they need to win.
Taking out Kath Ward.
Yeah, it just feels like Spartans look a little bit lethargic.
Yeah. I think it's just hard when you're in this sort of situation in a game, especially when you're not being given anything.
Yes. Yeah, Eloise really trying to make something out of that scenario there, but sensibly, Nat K throws it very high.
And they fought.
Yeah.
They are terrified of Eloise catching anything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've all seen the footage of last season where she took 3 catches in a row.
Yeah, it's not without good reason.
Yeah, yeah. But it's also one of those facts. Again, I'm saying this as a person that is sitting here not playing, is whether she could have dodged and then just got the possession of the 5 balls. But I think it's also that she's aware that they need to start winning sets. So
yeah,
I can't fault her for it. Oh yeah, absolutely clinical there from Selby.
Yeah, just weighing it out, taking the hit.
Yeah.
Good attempt there by Vokes. Oh, Vokes makes the hit. I didn't realise. I thought she just put it between her legs. Yeah, Vokes just countering that hard.
Oh, that's definitely an invalid attempt.
I think when you put your head in your hands after a throw, it's probably an invalid.
I wonder whether she mistook the ball retriever for a player or something like that. That does sometimes happen. Yeah, lovely hold there from Selby. Yeah, and then pre-throw really puts off the players, and those throws were a little bit wayward. Oh. Yeah, nice.
Not much Spartans can do here.
Yeah.
Is that catch?
Oh, catch. Nice. Did not even see that, so
No.
well done. Nice one. So there's 20 seconds left. Phantoms
It's a big
have to
ask.
throw.
Yeah, but it'll be safe throws, surely.
Yeah, you'd think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see Kath's saying there to her other player, you've got to go,
throw it,
got to
yeah.
make a hit, got to make a hit, got to make a throw, got to do it,
Yeah.
yeah. But
It's just a little bit too little too late,
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
There's not much you can do in that scenario.
yeah, I think it's also like, if you haven't had the mentality about trying to finish games, being aware of time and stuff, it's
Yeah.
like it's difficult to get your head into that.
Yeah.
You kind of got to work at it.
Yeah.
But that's the thing from like, that's a real like, sort of like Super League attitude is like knowing that, right, we've only got one player down, like we need to get this set, we need to go up, and you basically like, right, there's 5 seconds left, and you just gun it.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter what happens,
Yeah.
you're already losing. You may
Well,
as well just try for something.
It's the when you're getting like multi-balled at the end of a set, and you're like, you just catch one of them.
Yeah.
Just pick a ball
Yeah,
and
yeah.
go for that one.
Yeah, yeah.
The rest of them don't really matter because you'll probably get called catching out
Yeah, yeah.
if you make the catch.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just picking the fastest ball. is
Yeah,
always
yeah, yeah,
what it
pretty
is.
much. Which is nice when you know who's the fastest thrower.
Yeah. Not so nice when that person doesn't throw.
Yeah, 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 yeah. You're watching that one person, they fake, and then you're like, oh no.
It's always the thing though, where your team's never mad at you for doing that. It's like if you go for a catch in that sort of scenario, it's like, well, if you drop it, whatever. If you just stay in and wait the
Yeah.
entire time, that's way more annoying.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, you haven't actually tried to save the set.
Yeah, yeah.
You've
yeah.
just kind of burnt through the time we needed.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's like, I'm like, yeah, sure. If you go for like the first 30 seconds, then yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to be mad. But if you're like, we're the last minute, just go
Yeah.
for it.
Knock yourself out.
Yeah. So yeah, so we've got about five and a bit minutes left. It's 13-3. In terms of like, it's one of those things like set difference still be helpful, but also like looking at the opposition is that Spartans too like really need this win here.
Yeah.
Like, because otherwise, like, because the only team so far that Derby Phantoms 2 have beaten has been Bedford Rangers, who have looked a lot better today, to be honest. Oh,
Great
lovely catch. And you need to, in order to stay up in Super League, you need to at least find 2 teams you can beat.
Yeah.
That's the absolute minimum. Is you need to have 2 wins, preferably against the same team. Like, beat them twice, and then you're basically
them
you're,
down,
you're
basically.
basically safe.
Yeah.
But if you can't find a team that you can beat, 2 teams that you can beat, then
It's the question of whether you belong at that point, surely.
yeah.
It's a good attempt on
Oh.
the counter, just unlucky that it doesn't make the hit.
Yeah,
So
and-
much of this is just stuff that, if it pays off, it's a different game.
Yeah, and then it was a lovely cover from Eloise there as well to stop the retaliation. Yeah, and then
I believe as well as hit.
yeah, so yeah, a catch and a hit unfortunately on Cuthward. But yeah, again, they've got to do something. Like
Yeah.
there's not a lot of time left, so why not at this point just go for everything?
You'll lose anyway, it
Yeah.
doesn't really matter.
Yeah, yeah. That was a really good throw there. Nice high low and good tracking. Just an excellent dodge. Yeah, block.
I think the annoying thing from the sort of Spartans perspective is Phantoms haven't really shown any weakness at
No.
any point.
No, no.
It's like the stuff they've done, it's like if they have made anything that would be considered a mistake, it's like it's been covered by another one of their players, or
Yeah.
it's not really mattered.
Yeah. Yeah, because they get in there. Lovely hit from Eloise,
Yeah.
but then there's a retaliation straight back.
And if you're Derby, you're a player up, you take the trade.
Yeah, yeah.
It's fine.
It's like one of those things, like we had a couple of sets where Spartans were looking really aggressive and really good,
Yeah.
but it's not necessarily that Derby have changed their tactics. I think Spartans haven't been consistent in that aggression.
No, they've just got unlucky with it and then got a bit hesitant because it's not paying off.
Yeah.
And it's like they haven't committed to the aggression they would need. And it's just, it's such a hard one to deal with.
Yeah, but I think also like it is ultimately like it's meet 2,
Yeah.
And potentially, if they can take some learnings from today and like really implement them in training.
Oh, it's a long time till meet 3.
Yeah, exactly. They've got the opportunity to make improvements, but they've got to really sort of like. Oh, that was a bit unlucky.
Just so unlucky.
Yeah. And there's time. So it's going to be a short set. I've got 2 minutes 20 on my clock.
Oof.
I cannot say that that is the correct time because it's slightly off because of pause time.
Does it not get reset to 3?
No. It's only so if it's less than 3 but more than a minute, you play the time, and if it's less than a
it's a minute and a half.
minute,
right?
yeah, it's less than a minute and a half.
European
you play.
rules is a minute.
Yes.
Oh.
So yeah, about 2 minutes left. Spartans really want to end on a high here and take this set, so let's see. I want to see them do that. Come on, cover. Yes. Much better. So a bit of cover there, stopping Phantoms from making that counter hit.
Just slowing the game down a little bit.
Yeah. Nice, lovely. Yeah,
it's a great hit on Selvi, but Vokes just needs to take that throw.
Yes, yeah.
It's understandable that she doesn't because they don't kind of need to.
Yeah, but Ward's right of court, and she's just she's
got
open.
a hit for free.
Yeah.
But again, given the situation Phantoms are in, it's fine.
Yeah.
Because the worst thing you can do is give her a catch there. So it's
yes. Yeah.
Again, Phantoms though just playing it nice and slow.
Yeah.
Just the difference between what the two teams need now is so stark.
No hits made by Phantoms and a hit made by Spartan, so it's much better set for Spartan.
Yeah.
To be honest, if they can finish with this, take that last set. So there, 2 players up. There's about 40 seconds on the clock.
It's sometime.
Lovely.
Great hit.
Double pre-throw, get the hit.
Still 2 players up?
Yeah, still 2 players up, so the trade...
Should have secured the set, really.
Yeah. Ooh!
It's very close.
Almost dodged into that one there. So yeah, 3 balls for Spartans.
1 more throw each, realistically.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, nice for Spartans, just doing the 1 ball, out of counter.
Yeah.
No retaliation from Derby.
Well, they're not going to get anything from this. They're like, they'll win this set. They're not going to get another set out of it.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Oh, yeah. So, not long left on the clock. My clock's run out, but there's probably 5-10 seconds. They're 1 player up, though. Oh!
Still a player up.
1 for 1.
Managed to take the trade.
Yeah. So, just about. Oh my God, stay in. There we go. And time, hit after the time.
Yeah.
So there we go. Spartans take the last set. Which, it's good for them, but also it does end as 15-5. So, not great. They would have liked to have seen a win. But yeah.
Something out of it, and
yeah,
it's a good thing to finish on, like slightly less demoralising.
Yeah. So we'll take another break here, and then we'll be back with Women's Super League again with Wessex Wolves against Bedford Mighty Eagles.